All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are cracking open the car dealership's playbook. We're going to break down the entire hidden system they use, step by step, so you can walk in and get the absolute best price on your next car.
So, let's kick things off with a little puzzle. Here we have two neighbors, Derek and Travis. Now, they bought the exact same car. I mean, same model, same trim, everything. Same dealership, even in the same month. But look at the prices. Derek paid just under 30 grand. Travis, he paid over 32.
So, what gives? Same car, same dealer. Why did Travis end up paying $2,400 more? You might think, oh, he's just a bad negotiator. But nope, that's not it at all. The real answer pulls back the curtain on how this whole game is played. And trust me, understanding this is the key to never overpaying for a car again.
Okay, to figure this out, we have to start by looking at Derek's deal. See, he walked out of there feeling like a champion, like he'd won. But to see what really happened, we need to dig in and find out how much profit the dealership actually made on what he thought was an at-cost deal.
Now, Derek was smart. He did his homework, right? He looked up the manufacturer's invoice price, what the dealer supposedly pays for the car, and he was a tough negotiator. He got them down to just $50 over that invoice. The salesman was probably sighing, saying, "We're losing our shirts on this one." But see, that $50, that is the only piece of the profit puzzle they ever want you to see.
Yeah, that $50, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The big secret is that the invoice price you see online, it's not the dealer's real cost, not even close. Underneath that surface level profit, there are like 13 other ways the manufacturer is funneling money to the dealership, and these hidden payments, they completely change the entire equation.
So these are what they call front-end profits. The big one is something called dealer holdback. It's basically where the car maker just sends the dealer back 2 or 3% of the sticker price after the car is sold. On a car like Derek's, that's another, $600 to almost $1,000 right there. Then you pile on cash bonuses for selling specific models, hitting monthly sales goals, all sorts of other hidden kickbacks. Suddenly you realize the dealer's real cost is way, way below that invoice price you worked so hard to find.
But here's the kicker. Even with all those secret front-end profits, that's still not where the real money is made. Not by a long shot. The dealership's true profit machine, the absolute core of their business, is hiding in plain sight. It's in a little room you walk into after you think you're all done negotiating.
And that brings us to part 2 of their system. You've shaken hands on the price, you're feeling good, and then they say, let's just go do the paperwork. And they lead you to this small office. Welcome to the Finance and Insurance office, the F&I office. And believe me, this room is without a doubt the most profitable square footage in the entire building.
I mean, just look at this chart. It lays it all out. This is from public financial data from the big dealership chains, so these are real numbers. After all their costs, they might make, say, $500 to $1,200 actually selling you the car on the sales floor. But in that little F&I office, they're making more than double that. We're talking up to $2,800 of pure profit per car.
So how on earth do they do that? Well, it starts with the loan itself. Let's say the bank approves you for a loan at 4% interest. The dealership's finance manager will just write the contract up for 5%. That extra 1% is called the loan reserve, and it's pure profit that goes straight into their pocket. That alone can be $600 to $800.
And then come the add-ons. Oh, the add-ons. Extended warranties are the big one. They can have a profit margin of $1,000 easy. Then there's gap insurance, the stuff that covers the gap if you total the car. Boom, another few $100 in their pocket.
But wait, there's more. They are not done yet. The paperwork you have to sign? Even the simple act of printing those forms and filing everything has been weaponized into a massive profit center.
And these fees, wow, they add up quick. You'll see this thing called a documentation fee, which can be over $600. For what? Printing paper? Then they'll mark up the e-filing fee, and they'll even make a profit on the little temporary tag that you tape to your back window. It's incredible.
So, let's circle back to Derek's amazing deal. Remember, he negotiated a price just $50 over invoice. But once you add in that hidden dealer holdback plus the couple $1,000s they made in the F&I office, the dealership still cleared over $3,000 in total profit. And this is on a deal where they looked him in the eye and said they were losing money. Wild.
Okay, so now that we understand the real business model, we can finally solve the puzzle from the beginning. Let's talk about Travis and why walking in with a briefcase full of cash actually cost him $2,400 more.
You see, Travis walked in thinking he had the ultimate trump card. He probably said it with a big smile, right? I'm paying cash. Give me your best price. He thought those were the magic words. But to the dealership, those words meant something completely different, and not in a good way for him.
The moment you say you're paying cash, you are effectively telling the dealership that their #1 profit center, that whole F&I office, is completely off the table. All of it. No marked up loan, no warranty, no gap insurance. That entire $2,000 to $3,000 pile of profit, poof, it's gone. So what do they have to do? They have to make that money back somewhere else, and there's only one place to do it, by jacking up the price of the car itself.
And listen, they are absolute pros at sniffing this out early. From the second you walk in the door, their entire process is designed to figure out if you're a cash buyer. That little clipboard they hand you at the start, the routine credit check they want to run, it's all a test. It's all about finding out if you plan to finance, because that tells them exactly how low they can go on the car's price.
So, if telling them you're paying cash actually hurts you, what's the right move? How do you get the absolute rock bottom price? Simple. You use their own system against them.
Okay, here it is, the 6-step playbook to win the game. Step 1, you walk in and act like a financing buyer. Never, ever mention cash. This keeps your leverage. Step 3, you negotiate the price of the car hard, because they're thinking, it's okay, we'll make it up in F&I. Then, step 4, you negotiate those F&I products, because you know they're insane profit margins. And finally, the master stroke. After checking one tiny detail in the contract, you sign the loan, drive your new car home, and just pay the whole thing off the next day. Now, this whole amazing strategy depends on 2 absolutely critical conditions. You have to confirm these are in the final contract before you sign anything. First, make sure there is no loan origination fee. Most dealers don't have them because, again, they want you to finance. And second, and this is the most important part, you have to see it in writing, absolutely no prepayment penalty for paying the loan off early.
And this really boils it all down, doesn't it? You have 2 paths. The average buyer focuses only on the sticker price, gets a good deal, and then loses all those savings and more in the finance office. But the informed buyer, you understand that financing is leverage. You use that leverage to drive down the price of everything, and then you completely sidestep all the interest by paying it off right away.
So there you have it. You know about the hidden profit layers. You know why cash isn't king anymore. And now you have the exact step-by-step strategy to turn their entire system to your advantage. The dealership has their playbook, and now you have yours. The only question is, which one are you going to use?